Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Massive shout out to ITS today for sponsoring the video. They have provided me with some prizes to give to you guys. So all you have to do to win these prizes is guess how many how many clips are in this well used tub of clips that did come with 400 and 400. So it did have 800 clips in it at one point, but you can see it's been well used. So I'm going to count and I want you to guess how many is in this tub and put your comment in the bottom of this video, and I'll choose at random two people to win one M18 Thunderbolts drill, 2 batteries and a bag, and also one massive M18 DAB radio. Okay, absolutely massive. So what ITS are doing, they're doing some massive back to work deals. Like this one here, get yourself a free boot bag when you buy any trainers or boots. A free tool set when you buy any 3 selected items. Irwin, Stanley, Record, Marples. You can also get yourself a free RC helicopter when you spend over £50 on Vaunt. Last but not least, get yourself one of the awesome RC trucks when you spend £75 on fixings and sealants. Very easy to do. Thanks for watching, let's roll the videotape. Morning everybody! Look at that lag on there, I need to update that. We're here today, we're back. So we did next doors and the next door neighbour liked it, so they've called us in to do their house now. So we've got 65 downlights to do, believe it or not. What else can we say, James? What can we say? Anything?
No.
Oh, one thing, James, look. Oh, that's for you.
For me?
Yes, mate.
Oh, thank you.
I've got James the mini SDS M12 because I said about 6 videos ago if we get 4,000 thumbs up, and we got 3.9, so I thought, yeah, we'll give him that. So that's for you.
Thank you.
I've got some new batteries. I've got a new head torch to try, which I actually bought, and we're going to go and get in the loft and get these lights done. So here we are, another new build, empty, which is great. So I won't bore you with the details too much, but this is upstairs obviously, so we've got a loft. This one is a bit easier. Downstairs a bit harder because we've got beams and we're not lifting any floors. So what we're going to do first is mark out. I've got my head cam today, so I should be able to show you a bit more in depth what we're doing. One fail though, I've left my steps at home because I've cleared the van out. So luckily James, if I want to demonstrate, he can touch the ceiling and I can touch the ceiling. We're stood on the Hoover, so we'll crack on.
Yeah, that's good.
Can you see my hands in it or not?
Well, I mean...
Shall I come down a bit? What's that like?
You see your hands there, that's good.
Shall we have a look?
Good.
You're recording, yeah?
Yeah, sounds like it.
So, what we're going to do first is mark up the ceiling, okay? So there's 6 spots to go in this particular room. And don't use a black marker pen. Use a little pencil, James.
Definitely.
Isn't that right? Are we going to use your new drill today? No. No, we haven't got anything to drill, have we? So what we're going to do first is take a measurement of the entire room. Right, mate, no cross there. About scratching the wall. So we got, we'll call it 390 by, that way, mate, please. 390 by 3.5. So we need to now divide that out, don't we? So how are you going to do it then? We've got the spaces, haven't we? So if we want...
We're doing this way.
We want 6 spots in here, don't we? So it's going to be, I reckon, 1, yeah?
Yeah.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. So we wanted to go this way by 1. That will give us 1, 2, 3. So divide 3.9.
3.9.
3.9 was that way, wasn't it? Sorry, 3.5. It doesn't matter, does it? Because it's the same. It's 3 spots. No, it's 2 this way.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
3.5 divided by
3.
1.16.
1.16. Okay, we should have brought some paper up, shouldn't we? But we've already... Huh?
Probably.
Oh, we got a little thing in here, haven't we? There we go. 1.16 that way, and then divide it by that way, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, divided by 4.
0.97.
97. So that means we're going to be literally nearly a metre off of that wall, and then 1.16 off of that wall there. So we'll start marking up with my pair of steps here.
No portal steps.
There we go. Look at that. Jesus. Well, what was that? 0.9.
0.97.
So 97's there. Obviously, we have to go with the timbers though, James.
We do.
So we'll have to check where the timbers are on these. So that'll be 97, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And then what's off the wall? 1.16. 1.16 is over here. So if you come and grab the pencil off me, mate, please. 116. That's it.
This one.
Yeah. And then I'll mark back that way again. That Hoover's actually got a socket in it.
It does have a socket in it.
Right, 96.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Right, give us it here, and all I do is put a little circle. So what we'll do now, we'll braddle that, and then we'll make sure. And if it doesn't work, we'll just move it left or right to miss the timbers. Thank you, mate. Right. What do you want to go off of this wall then? Same distance, and then 96 off of this wall. So 116, 96. Yeah. And then because we haven't got the lights here today, what we're going to do is get these all drilled out and wired, and then tomorrow you can second fix the hole upstairs, and I will start downstairs. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Coolio, man. So 96. You could lose a laser on these, but it's pointless with only 2 lights. And then you could use a laser on 3, but because it's such a straight building, it should be fairly decent, shouldn't it? So rattle through. So it's clear that way. It's clear that way. It's lovely and clear that way, James. Clear that way. And it's clear that way. Cool. So do you know what you're doing? Do you want a hand? Probably come this way first and do a rough guess of where you think No, this is 96. We'll get these 4 marked up, and then we can drill them out. 6 marked up. You hold it up, buddy.
Alright, I'll take you first.
It's not on camera, so don't worry.
It's fine.
Like roughly 96, little dot, look. And then you sort of know a line then, don't you? Come back, come back. There, 116, it's right over here. And then come back this way. And then get it in line. I ain't far off, James. Just there, mate. Just there, look at that. So then all we'll do is we'll just wipe these little tiny dots, look, we just wipe them off with a and then just to show us, James, just measure. Get the tape measure. No, I'll have that end. Right. What is that?
115.
Oh, there you go then, mate. Yeah?
Yeah.
Bang on. Bang on. So we're good that way. Good that way. There's lots of different ways to do this, I know. People always tell me, use a coat hanger, bend it over. Yeah, you can do whichever way works for you. This way just works for me the best, yeah? And when you're working on these ceilings, make sure your hands are clean, because you'll just leave fingerprints everywhere. So first 2 are good. We're now just going to work our way this way. Hit it. Yeah. Yeah. So look. If we go back one, should, like you say, a little tap with a hammer. There we go. So these lights require 76mm, 74, we're going for a 76, which is perfect. And then also, James, the DAD. Yeah. Never drill your holes out without the DAD. Do you want me to drill these ones today?
Yeah. I'll get a rubbish bag.
Yeah, go and get me a rubbish bag. I don't think I've locked it, mate. You can take the key though. There you go. So we're all marked out now, and we've prodded all, so 6. That light will be going, obviously, obviously switches over near the door. So I'll pull this cable when I get in the loft eventually. What I'm going to do today is my plan is get them all drilled out, and then I'll wire them, and then I'll clip them all in one go. So we'll get them all drilled and marked first this morning, wire them, and then, as I said, James can second fix these tomorrow. These will be going, obviously, but I'll pull that back to the nearest one, so there's no joints above, no joints in the ceiling. So what I'm going to do now is drill these out with the DAD and the hole cutter, yeah. So off hammer and just nice gentle drilling. Okay, there we go. So obviously the JCCs are coverable by insulation, but if you can aid it and move some of the insulation, just push it up a little bit, give it a bit of air to breathe, a bit of space, ventilation. So I'm just going to do the same as this. I'm not going to film it. I'll just do the same as this, and then we're going to start wiring. What I want to show you is this little sock from who's it from, James? Super Rod. So these are their rods. This is their attachment that goes on. This saves you wasting tape every time you're trying to fish cables, okay? Through the ceilings, joists, whatever. So get this rod. What are you thinking? One? Get this rod fished along. And then top man James is going to push that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, right, what I'll do, mate, I'll get it tied on now. So if you pass at the end of the cable, please. It's so simple to use. Can you pull me a little bit of slack on that, mate, please? Very simple to use. Look, you just pull the sock back a bit. Push the cable in. And I've used these in commercial jobs before with big armors, but these are good for little domestic ones as well. So, right, mate, you should be there. I can hear it, James. There we go. Pull him back a bit, is it?
Yeah.
And fish him in, mate. Lovely. Go for it, mate. And that is as simple as that, eh? Obviously, what you've got to do is try and clip these cables if you can. So what you do, when you cut these, leave them a little bit long. When I go in the loft, the joists are running this way, so you can probably see there. That's where they fixed through for this timber, so I'll be able to clip the cable over on the inside of the joist there. So simple as that. Can you grab me a pair of cutters quickly, mate?
Are they in the other room?
Yeah, I'll speed this bit up, don't worry. Nice cutters. Nice cutters. So, whoops, as I said, leave this a little bit long, snip him off. And then obviously clip him across, and then you can just second fix. So what I'm saying is that little sock is great, and it saves you wasting tape. Is it picking it up, you think?
Yeah. Easy.
Go for it. Lovely. Scutters, James, come so high up. I feel like you now. Is this what it's like to be at this high up?
Pretty much.
Horrible, mate. It's vertigo. I'll get vertigo up here. Well, we're just moving around the rooms. This one is done. I say done, I've still got to go in the loft and wire the links, okay? These are linked across and drilled out. And then we've got this one to do. This is classic new build, a half hanging out chrome downlight with a lovely white bulkhead. So what we're going to do is change that one for a white one, replicate one over here, and then we're going to put two in that area there. And then we've got a bedroom here to do, I think. What did we say in here, James? Six in here, I think. And then at least 5 in here, and then at least 6 in this bigger bedroom. But obviously this is bedrooms, you don't want it too bright. And then this one we're going to fit a dimmer switch on this one. So because this bedroom is the biggest, sort of the master, we said we'd put 6 in here, but what we've done is measure these 6 out, forget this bit, and then put one here, smack bang, in the middle of this gap. So it doesn't line up with these 2, but because it's so far away, it actually looks okay because it's a separate one anyway. And these are going to flood some light into these wardrobes, and this one is getting dimmer anyway because it's the master bedroom. And then in this ensuite, just to keep everything the same, they did manage to scrape together and put 3 in this one. So we're going to swap these for the IP65 white bezels. Rough, James, rough. So we've marked up this hallway. It's a bit of a weird shape this. So we've gone 1, 2, keeping it away from the smoke. That will go, and then we've managed to get 1, 2, 3 above the stairs. So I'm going to get these drilled, and then I've got to go and jump in the loft. Are you coming in the loft today, James?
I don't think I'll be able to get in the loft today.
Because that's our ladder today. It'll be alright, mate. There we go. Right. Yeah, this is actually awesome, mate. So, well, you need to tell me if this frigging thing, this
What's recording on it?
is it on front screen? Sorry, hold on. Is it on front screen?
Yes, front screen.
Oh my, up here.
You're looking at me right now. It's gone now.
It's gone off.
Yeah.
So that's the off button.
It's black screen. Looks flashing red.
Oh my gosh, right. As you can see, fully wired at the minute. And as a little bonus, this little fella decided to jump out of the loft. James absolutely loves these. So he's been king of the roost, now he's been kicked out. So I'll stick you back on my bonnet like that, and hopefully you can see what we've been at. So we disconnected that one, pulled it back to there, wired to there, round the hatch to there. So now we've got to do is fish along to that one, and everything else is wired, as you can see. Pulled the centre lights back, hopefully you can see what I'm showing you. Pulled the centre lights back to the first one, and then cables in and clipped. So all we've got to do now is clear up, first fill, and then put all the tools in one room ready for tomorrow when James can second fix all these. We then got to add one in here again with a PIR motion sensor, so when they open the door it brings a little light on in this cupboard for them. And that is it for today on the video. How you doing, James?
Good.
Good?
Yes.
Cracking on?
Yes.
Top man. Right. So I've got to fit a dimmer in the master, okay? Very light V Pro. So what we got here is a feed in, feed out, and a switch line out. So that's my switch line, leaving there. What I'm going to do is pull up a new twin and earth on here, because we've got to fit a new light and a PIR in this cupboard, so when they open the door the light comes on. Okay, so what I'll do is jump up in the loft, probably put the PIR that end because it's easier. It will still pick them up wherever they come in, to be fair, and the light will just go in the center here. So I'll show you that when I get into it. Right, that's what I've just tied on in the bedroom. As you can see here, this is where they've brought the yeah, cheers James, thanks for that. This is where we brought the cables up for through the stud work into the light switch. Okay, so what we've done is found one of the feeds, pulled him up, tied a new one on. Okay, these two feeds, so basically it's essentially it's a feed in and a feed out. They'll go to the PIR, and then we'll add another twin and earth in to just switch from the PIR to our new single light in the room, cupboard I should say. Just measuring this cupboard for this spot. I'm going to forget this area because this is just tank. So 135 by, so it can go 9 inches centre by 135. James, 135 is 76.5. No. No. 700. That would be
135.
Yeah. 60. What? 67.5. Not 77.5. Okay, so we'll put our light there and at 9. Is there. So what I do is braddle up with a little pokey screwdriver, yeah. So let's clear that, clear there, clear, 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 and we'll just put the PIR here next to it. Something like 8 inches away. By 9. By 9. Just there. 1, 2. And there's a timber there. That's a shock. Right. So come back 3 inches. Actually, I'll go a bit further. I'll go 4 inches further and then it will miss it. Oh, there's a huge bit of timber there then. Oh, I'll tell you what that is. They've lined the hatch. So, I have to go right in the corner. 9 inches. 9 inches that way. Where's the hatch? There, that should miss it. No. No. So what I'll have to do is come a little bit closer to the light. Just there. There we go. There we go. That one. Right, so there is the new feed I pulled in from the switch and one of the existing feeds back, and this is the new switch that will come from the PIR and switch on the light. Stunning. Little fella's working in there, isn't he? Look. Stunning. If we shut that, we can let him go off. I think I'll set it for 30 seconds, which is more than long enough. Yeah, bit of dimmage action. Nice. Beautiful. I'll have to set that up a little bit, James, just to you can set the dimming on this.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to set the dimming a little bit. Can set the minimum and maximum levels. So it's not too bad. Alright, what's the nice hallway look like, mate?
I haven't tried it.
Hasn't tried it yet. Oh, That's nice, isn't it? That's very nice.
Good.
I've got in there. 4 in there. 6. Beautiful. Right, let's clean up and move downstairs. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yep, easy.
Anything? Yeah?
I've got your 4 hands in me with that. So.
Okay, right, tweak that back, buddy. Tweak that back. So we're downstairs now. We'll film it. We just drilled our 8 spots out, going between the timbers. Here, mate, you can use my new Milwaukee cutters. Yep. And then move along then, mate. We were going to use the fish again. But, go on, mate, pull a bit off. But we don't need to because we have a technique, don't we, James? So you just fold that over. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, fold that over. And then start poking that to me, James, like that. And then I'll get my hand up the hole. And the reason we use 76mm cutter is because I can get my arm that far up the hole cutter, yeah? Right. Go for it. The timber 2 inches to the left, so if you run along the timber, keep going, mate. That's lovely. Look at that. Yeah. Well done, mate. Snip diddy snip. Bit of dust in your eye.
A little bit, but that's fine.
Oh, no. Go on. So obviously we're just putting our links across at the minute. And then these 2 are switched separately. So what we'll do, we'll just keep them as 4 and 4. And if for some reason in this new build, they've just put a 2-way on one of them. They couldn't afford the second switch line, which is a bit poxy, but hey ho, that's life. So we'll just crack on with this, and I'll just speed this bit up actually. Wait, mate, let's shut this a minute. Oh, we're in the office. As you can see, we're sheeted up. We're just using the ferret cam. It's a really good kit. Look, got a phone, and then we can see each other on the phone, which is weird. Right, so we need to, I want you to give me the tape, James. So what we're doing, we got to our 4 spots and we got a centre pendant. Okay, what we're going to do is tape onto here. Then we've only got to drill 1 hole in the ceiling to fish 1 cable through. Allegedly, James, yeah?
Yes, allegedly.
Allegedly being the word. So we're going to take this on badly, as demonstrated by me. God knows if you can see that. What can you see on the back screen, yeah?
You can see.
Cool. So we taped on. And what's going to happen is, James is going to, if you can see that, we've got the camera with a hook, yeah? So James is going to wiggle that cable, and then we'll have a look if we can see. So we're upside down at the minute. I need to check the orientation. Right, that's the way it should be. So which way is the hook? So it's upwards. So I've got to go down and up. Cool. So along here, if you can see that on the camera, there's the. So that one there is going to be out, and they're the bonds. Look, because the meter boxes are out here.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the gas bond. We can see with that. So if we push along, I should be able to push into that cable. And try. So keep that there, mate. I've got to go in and up, haven't I?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking the hook's below that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that should be on the hook now. No, missed it. There we go. Right. No. Tell you what, mate, I'm just going to adjust this this hook because I can't get on with that. I need to. There you go. I can see the hook now on the camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mr. Hook's now coming. You can hopefully see that. Right, hold it there, look. Right, I'm going to adjust my hand. Stop wobbling. This is where these do save you time. We nearly had it then, James. Oh, come past it. Where is it? Up in there. Come on, baby. So, I don't want to get that green and yellow as well. Right, you feed it up then, mate. From here. I'll have the camera. Hopefully, between us, I need to get off of that green and yellow. Not too much, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the green and yellow. But let me come back a bit, see what I'm doing. Right, you hold it there. I'm going to go for the middle. That's it, I've got it. Right. Hopefully you can see that. Let's feed it up, mate. A bit more. There we go, right. There it is. What a legend of a tool that is, eh?
Very good.
Look at that. Okay, mate, you have the camera. That pays for itself in literally one day, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you're doing downlights. There we go, look at that. We just proved that on camera. There's the original cable. There's one we just tied on. So all we've got to do now is fish this tied on one down to end of line that way. And then we can fish there, drill one hole and get to those two. Sweet as, James.
No.
Not in here, James. No. We had it in, did we?
Yeah, good.
Not sure, mate, not sure. Right, there we go. We are done on this one. I didn't show you that much today because it's pretty much the same as what we did yesterday. 6 in the dining room. They had 4 ready. We've changed 4, added another 6 in here. So got some nice straight lines. And 2 in the utility instead of the pendant that they had. So that's pretty nice. Nice light spread. Aurora lamps, if you want to know what I've used. And in here there's 2 switches already. So they can have the kitchen off and then this area on and off. We've given the patches a first fill. As you can see, they just need a second fill and then a paint and you won't even see them.